Veselí ๊nadluʒɲɪtsiː. Veselí ๊nadluʒņiციː, Czech pronunciation, Veselí, ๊nadluʒɲɪtsiː, German, Wesseli, and der Lainsitz is a town in Tábor District in the South Bohemian Region of the Czech Republic. It has about 6,300 inhabitants. It lies on the confluence of the Lužnice and Nežárka rivers. Administrative parts. The town is made up of town parts of Veselí ๊nadluʒņicyɪ and Veselí ๊nadluʒņicyɪ Roman II and village of Horusis. Geography. Veselí ๊nadluʒņicyɪ lies on the confluence of the Lužnice and Nežárka rivers. Veselí ๊nadluʒņicyɪ is situated on the northern edge of the Treven Basin and is known for its fish ponds and pine forests. There are several artificial lakes south of the town, used for recreational purposes. These were created in the 1970s and 1980s when huge amounts of sand were quarried. A nature trail runs around them. Horusiky Pond, the second largest pond in the country with 415 hectares, 1030 acres, lies southwest of the town. The southern part of the municipal territory is part of the protected landscape area Trebunsko, which was declared an UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. History. The town was first mentioned in 1259 as a hamlet and a redoubt on the Salt Road from Austria to Prague. King Charles Roman IV gave it the status of a town in 1362. In the 15th century, the town saw many fires and was looted by the Hussites. It was Peter Vock of Rosenberg, a famous fish pond founder and supporter, who let the town grow again 100 years later. The 30 years were 1618–1648 damaged the town badly again with only 69 people. New development came with the Schwarzenberg dynasty in the second half of the 17th century. Veselí stayed in their possession until the end of the World War I in 1918. It was originally two separate towns, Veselí ๊nadluʒņicyɪ and Veselí nad Nežárka, a town since 1908. They were joined in 1943 to make one town under the present name. Economy. Since the late 19th century, it has been an important railway junction between Českbudějovice, Tábor, Treben, and Jindřichov Hradec. The railway station remains one of the biggest local employers. The sand quarrying, concrete production, and food industries are also long established in the town. Sites. The Renaissance Old Town Hall from 1616 is the main building on the square, and together with the neighboring museum, which was also built in 1616, forms an architectonic unit. The new town hall was built in 1897. The Church of the Exaltation of the Holy Cross is the main landmark. Its existence was first mentioned in 1259 and is the oldest monument in the town. Chapel of St. Mark 1754 and the Chapel of St. Florian in Mezimosty 1715 are other notable buildings. Notable people. Karel Weiss, 1862–1944, composer, collector of folk songs and folklorist, worked here, he worked here, worked here, he worked here, he worked here, worked here, he worked here, 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 worked. Karel Traxler, 1866–1936, chess master, lived here. Emil H. Lovell, 1901–1987, composer and music professors. Professors. Lubomir Stragl, born 1924, politician and prime minister. Sasa Vektimov, 1930–1989, cellist, buried here, 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 buried here. Wallist, buried here, buried here, buried here, buried here, buried. Vladimir Vektimov, 1946–2015, guitarists. Twin towns, sister cities. Veselí ๊nadluʒņicyɪ is twinned with Diemtigen, Switzerland, Aspertal, Austria Veselí ʻnadluʒɲɪtsiː also cooperates with other Czech municipalities and villages with Veselí in their names.